Hi guys, Jeff here from TAT with another job we've got in the workshop today. So we've got a VW Caddy. It's a 2012 VW Caddy. It's got the engine, the CBZA 1.2 litre engine. So it's been presented to us with in limp mode, so no power, lack of power, and check engine light on. So first thing up, experienced the problem. Yes, certainly got lack of power. We scanned the vehicle, and interestingly enough, we got a couple of fault codes, but they're relating to either the throttle position sensor or the pedal position sensor. So there's a bit of conjecture. So the code P is 022200 and or 6521. So that's a pedal position sensor. Switch B, low input or low voltage, spasmodic. The other code was 6530 or P0221. Again, sensor B out of range. So first thing we wanted to do is check the live data. So we've checked the pedal position sensor, and interestingly enough, this one works a bit differently to normal ones, where one sensor B runs at half the voltage of sensor A. So normally you would get one part of the sensor A starting at 4.5 and going down to 0.5. The other one would start at 0.5 and go up to a 4.5, and they cross over. In this case, we have sensor A running at 1 volt with no accelerated position sensor movement. The other sensor at 0.5, so half the voltage. As you go through the range of the pedal position sensor, sensor A goes up to 4 volts, sensor B goes up to 2 volts, again a half. So we checked all those out, they seemed fine, no real dramas there. So let us do the throttle body. So we got to the throttle body area. We first up got a wiring diagram out for it as well, just to confirm how it's wired. And again, very, very traditional wiring here. This is an auto data diagram here. Pedal position sensor there, 6 wires, 2 powers, 2 earths, and 2 sensors going back to the ECU. And again, on the pedal position sensor we've got here, again, the motor, the throttle motor, and then we've got 4 wires running the 2 sensors. So I have 1 power feed, 1 earth, and 2 sensors going back to the ECU. Now looking at that live data, one of those sensors was dropping out. So occasionally, under no acceleration, the voltage was dropping to 0 volts. So there was an open circuit occurring in that switch. So we're able to confirm that by just back probing the wires here on the throttle body, the 6 wires as per the wiring diagram, locating which is our sensor A and B and monitoring that with our oscilloscope. So we're able to confirm that sensor B was dropping out very, very intermittently. But interestingly enough, when we have a look at the actual throttle body, so we've got the old one here, I've just pulled it apart. So we've got the electrical section here. We've just popped it open so we can have a bit of a look inside, and it's pretty basic. We've got our gears here that are running to the actual throttle motor, spring loaded. The motor's connected here and operating. We have a sensor, magnets here, which move around. So there's no actual contacting point. So I expected to see some sort of a contact point that was changing, like a variable resistor type thing, but we're not. We're just using magnets over a wheel. But interestingly enough, when we really have a good look at the 4 contacts here, so we have 2 wires going to the motor, and we have our 4 contacts to the 2 sensors, sensors 1 and 2. So a power and an earth and 2 sensors. But if you look at the actual connectors here, they're all very, very loose. There was no actual connection there on a couple of them. They were very, very loose. And we didn't get the contacts. So I suspect that that's where our problem was on those contacts. So sensor B, occasionally that little tack weld or that little contact where they've attached that thin wire to the contact to the circuit board is why they actually failed. So new throttle body on there, we've cleared the fault codes, taken her for a good run. She's all happy again. So just another bit of a quirky one, but interesting to pull apart parts when you've finished with them or the customer's left them with you. Pull them apart, have a look, see how it works, and then it gives you a better idea on how to test them and see what actually goes wrong with them. So hopefully that helps you out, but another quirky one on this VW. See you next time.